even the comedy scenes, because typically those are, in my humble opinion, the harder scenes to do. Because remember, you can fake being sad, but you can't fake being funny.
Right, unless you're Jaby. Hello people, I'm Jaby KOAY, joined by KRYSTLE Chats. Yeah, that is her real last name. So we're gonna look at APHARAN, official trailer with Arunoday Singh, and also Nidhi Singh, friend of the channel. That makes me very, very excited to check this out. There's no clear descriptive information. I think Mahi Gill is the director. It says Alt Balaji Original. I think this is a series. Actually, it says hashtag web series, so there it is. I do my research beforehand, not while watching the video with you guys. Quick thanks to Rashi Middlekar for making the subtitles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're awesome, thank you. They're going at it. Chutia means, I think it means bitch. It's a bad word.
Yeah.
Hello.
काम क्या है?
अगवा करना है। अगले हफ्ते गाजियाबाद में एक शादी है। अन्नू भी जाएगी। शादी का माहौल है।
झुम करो।
तो पहरा भी कम होगा।
अरे बहन चो।
अनु खुद ब खुद आपकी गोद में बैठकर कहेगी, चलो अंकल, ले चलो यहाँ से। बस हो गया काम।
हमें लगा था होटल जाएंगे।
क्योंकि हनीमून पे नहीं आए। ये क्या पिकनिक लग रही है तुमको?
लड़की वापस चाहिए तो फिर और भी 10 करोड़ की होगी।
ये था तुम्हारा इंतजाम भोसड़ी के। तुम्हारे 4 भड़वे वहाँ शादी की घोड़ी से मैया झुकवा रहे थे।
हम जिंदगी में चुनौतियों से नहीं चूतियों से परेशान है शुक्ला जो घेरे हुए है ना हमें।
भगवान जब देता है तो छप्पड़ फाड़ के देता है, लेकिन जब लेता है तो क्या क्या फाड़ देता है, इसका एहसास अब होने लगा था।
सर लाइन मैच वाले साहब आए। बहुत भारी है सर।
आपको हम पे शक है?
क्यों मजाक कर रहे हैं सर?
आपको गोविंद त्यागी जी की बच्ची के केस का इंचार्ज बनाया जाता है सर।
Interesting. So he's a cop who's.
ये तहकीकात रोकनी।
He's a crooked cop. Oh jeez.
सर इस लंबे आदमी पे हम
Smashed his head like a watermelon.
बेहोश किया होगा, उसके बाद उसका मुंह बंद किया होगा, उसके बाद लेके कूद गया होगा।
भोसड़ी के भोजपुरी पिक्चर की कहानी रच रहे हो क्या?
अपहरण के सुलझाएंगे बेंचो।
ये जो गाली दे रहा है कोई।
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
बहिन चोद बोल रहा है।
इतना तो बता दीजिए कि अनु ठीक है कि नहीं?
किसी दूसरी औरत के इन्वॉल्वमेंट का अंदेशा है।
अरे जनाब यही तो है वो।
Who is your daddy? Tell me who is your daddy?
प्रकाश मिश्रा।
से आया।
हम बहुत प्रभावित हुए हैं सर आपसे। माँ कसम सर।
ये दो लड़की जो फंसा के गई।
Oh damn.
एक मर गई और एक मार गई।
सीसीटीवी की फुटेज हम देखे सर। आदमी लंबा था।
फिर लंबा था। बच्चन साहब को उठवा दे।
अरे किससे कंपेयर कर रहे हो खुद को बे? बच्चन बाबू को पैसा कमाने के लिए किसी को अगवा करने की जरूरत नहीं है। एक फ्रॉड फिल्म करेंगे उनका काम हो जाएगा।
Amitabh Bachchan's a very, very famous actor in India. And this is a very amusing trailer to me because it reminds me of Snatch. Snatch has the same kind of thing where you've got like all these different characters who... It's funny too because this same dude, the tall guy, was in a movie that was also like Snatch called Blackmail, where you have all these different characters who are all kind of crooked in their own way, trying to take and screw each other over. But, and so you got this guy who's, I guess he's a cop, but he's also breaking the law and he's doing things to further his own gains, his own, you know, to his advantage.
Right.
I can't speak right now. And it looks very interesting to me. I don't know if she killed herself. She's got a rope around, is that a necklace or a rope around her neck? I can't tell.
Maybe attempted, maybe?
Okay. Let me break this down in different levels. The casting looks really cool. I like this tall actor. I liked him in Blackmail, and I'm happy to see him again. The cops, all the cops looked like, you know, they were casted very well. I love that Nidhi's in this, obviously, so that makes me biased. And the other girl, she was cool too. Casting's awesome. Shots-wise, I love the way this is shot. I love the setting. I love the dark story. I like the dark humor. On multiple levels, like, this is very cool to me. And I like that it's like this dark story while keeping like these awkward comedic moments in it. And you're a stand-up comedian, so like you're like the aficionado of all things hilarious and funny and ha-has. And so how did you feel about it?
First of all, I'm so surprised that this is a web series. Call me behind the curve here a little bit, but that's amazing.
Indian web series is way ahead of American web
Wow.
series. Yeah, like it's so much stronger than American web. Like we have shit web series over here, honestly. If you have a web series here, it's like done by YouTube and it's generally very, very, very PC.
Yes.
They cross that edge in India with their web series, and I appreciate that. Like they actually tell like good stories in web format.
Are they about an hour long or 30 minutes?
They
What's
can be.
the
I've seen web
average
series that are an hour long.
Yeah, and the acting was incredible. Even the comedy scenes, because typically those are, in my humble opinion, the harder scenes to do. 'Cause remember, you can fake being sad, but you can't fake being funny.
Right, unless you're Jaby.
No, so I that's the whole thing. I was like, there's no way this is a web series. This is a feature film, you know? It's beautiful. Again, the love story, you know, right from the beginning when the guy walks in and she's caught and it's like, was it a customer or was it another man, you know, in that very first scene where he walks in and what went on there?
It was very vague.
I want to know more.
Yeah.
Which is what a good job, well done on the trailer, because that's obviously.
I knew what you were saying, but
Right,
it's
well,
like you
job
kind of
well done, good
rearranged
job.
all the words.
A job well done.
I agree with you. I agree with what you were aiming to say. I got it. I caught it.
You're picking up what I was putting
Yeah,
down.
we're both half Asian, so we can like got it, like
Right.
connecting, right? I agree with you though. Like it did a good job of teasing because it's not exactly clear on who's doing what and why. Like the suspicion here is that this guy is a crooked cop.
What's this here? What's the product? What's going on?
He's
What is
hiding
what
his
is the
money.
crime? So I know, right? But like, you know how in Narcos it's the drugs, but what is this?
He might be moving a body. Who knows what's in that bag?
Okay.
But it's a dope shot. Like the fact that he's, you know, is it the word siddling? Like he's sidling? I don't know. I played Zelda Wind Waker as a kid and it said siddling. I think that's what. Anyway, he's dragging his body or this bag of money, whatever it is, and he's doing it along the edge of the roof. And it's like, to me, dude looks exposed. But like, it's a dope shot. I don't know. There's just something kind of. I hesitate to use this word because there's moments in here that kind of break reality a little bit, but I like how it did it. But it feels very real. Just the circumstances around it, like how things kind of fall apart and his reaction to it of like losing his mind because it's not going his way. It's almost as if the people who made this saw him in blackmail and like, that's the guy. Right. That's the guy for this movie because he's gonna do the same exact thing. Because basically he's the same dude.
Kudos to him. Nothing's better for an actor than when you get to basically be the exact same character with a different name.
Right.
You don't really have to do a lot of, I mean, that's kind of a secret, but character research because you're going to bring in the same energy. So.
Right. It's definitely the same energy. The difference between the two is in Blackmail, he was a boyfriend. He was like the jock, I would say, who was banging this girl and kind of like getting her to do certain things to take he was banging a wife and getting the wife to blackmail her husband. It was something like that, if I recall correctly. I saw the movie a while ago. And here, he's an equally kind of messed up dude, but now he's got a badge to protect him. But it seems like, despite that being the case, he's our main character now. And so in a weird way, you almost root for him. Did you ever watch Match Point?
But I will say, while you look that up, I too, unfortunately, will admit I often root for the bad guy. So it's like a little sneaky, dark part of my soul that's like, oh, I want this to end the way it probably shouldn't.
Yeah. So yeah, it was Match Point, where you get this guy who, I'm gonna ruin the movie right now. So if you haven't seen Match Point and you wanted to, I'm gonna ruin it right now. Basically, you got this guy who married into royalty, essentially. It wasn't actually royalty, but he married into a rich family. And then he falls in love with his brother-in-law's girlfriend, Scarlett Johansson. And they accidentally make a baby, and so he ends up murdering her. In the movie, you're like, oh, this guy is bad, and he should get caught. But there's a weird part of you that kind of hopes he doesn't. Like, you kind of hope he makes it out in the end. And I'm not going to tell you if he did or not, just to like make you curious about it.
You said you were going to ruin the movie.
Well, I did ruin the movie because he kills Scarlett Johansson, so I ruined that part. But my point is that sometimes you have someone who's a villain in a movie who's a main character, and you're like, oh, but like, it'd be cool if he kind of made it out of this one, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like I
know?
said, I'm always like, man, I would really. In a lot of the drug movies too that I watch, I'm like, oh, I kind of want the bad guys to, get away sometimes. And that's so not good. Sorry.
What did that say about your dating life? So there was a podcast I was listening to where this guy's like, sometimes when I watch sports movies like Karate Kid, I kind of hope for the Cobra Kai. I kind of hope for the bad guys because it's like they're like, working hard too. And they're, in their minds, they're the good guys. And I kind of root for them, even though they don't win.
Although karate, fighting, martial arts movies, never. I'm always going for the good guy.
Daniel-san.
Yeah, like, unfortunately, like, drug movies where there's, like, crooked cops, or in some cases when people are doing, like, mass... I just want to stop. But yeah, sometimes...
Where is this conversation going?
I'm rooting for the bad guy.
You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. This isn't awkward. Check out Miss Chats on the social media. Crystal Chats. Her chats are very crystal-like. Crystal clear chats. But yeah, Crystal Chats, she's on the social media, Instagram, and it's a website, crystalchats.com. She's got a podcast that Jaby is aspiring to be on. Because once he's there, he's made it. crystalchats.com. So, looking forward to that. Check out her website and refresh until Jaby's name shows up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our other reactions, reviews, and short films. I am Jaby KOAY. This is
Crystal Chats.
Peace out.